Well, hello, General Hospital Daily Recap fans. Today's daily recap is for Tuesday, July the 11th, 2023. Tuesday, July the 11th. Well, we have, Sunny and Anna still talking. They had like meaningless conversation to me, talking. Gee, so Sunny, is it you? I don't know, Anna. It could be you. Either way, Sunny. Um, what's going on? Is there something I should know about? you know, come on now, dancing around. And then Nina comes up. Oh my goodness, Sonny, I just heard. Oh no, Sonny, this is the second time somebody has shot at you. He looks at her. Anna looks at him because she asked him, is this the first incident? And he didn't tell her. Nina comes up and talks in front of anybody. See, she's not mob boss wife material, right? At all. So anyway, so anyway, he tries to calm her down and he tells her, because I don't think she knew Curtis was shot. And he told her Curtis was shot. No, Curtis. And so he's saying he's in surgery, you know, and he tells her, she needs to go. She should go home. She goes, I'm not going home. And he goes, well, pretty much at least go to the hospital to be with your friend, right? Which Nina does. She gets there and, she's comforting Portia and by that time Stella's there. But by the way, Stella and Marshall were having dessert and coffee. And somehow I think she called it the Haven Bistro. Remember, I kept saying, what is the name of that place? And Stella actually said the name. It was something, I'm almost sure she said the Haven Bistro, because I knew it was definitely not the other restaurants that people go to, the small little quaint one, Port Charles Grill, even though it doesn't look like a grill. But this place is always different, like the little outer patio, not patio, outer area in the place. So anyway, um, they're talking about, they end up bringing up her sister, how they both miss her, and everything. And then Marshall tells her about his misdiagnosis, and she's trying to get all off in the business. And what you gonna do? What is it actually now? So at that time, Portia finally calls her because apparently, because I was saying, wait a minute, she and Trina doing all this talking. How come you haven't called this man's daddy? Well, apparently she had been trying to reach Marshall, but his phone is off. So she finally called Stella. And she goes, do you know where I could find Marshall? And Stella said, well, we're having, dessert right here. So then that's when they both found out. And of course, they rushed to GH, right? Well, Jocelyn, we left it at Jocelyn looking at Esme, rubbing Spencer's arm, buddy. Mm. So she says, well, what's going on in here? Right? And Spencer's like, what do you want, Jocelyn? And so she goes, Trina is downstairs. And he goes, wait, Trina. And he stands up off he was sitting kind of like on Trina, why? Her father got shot. Curtis got shot. Oh, Spencer, she couldn't get the words out of her mouth. He was gone. She goes, Trina need to, she could barely say you. Spencer was boom, right? So Esme gets her purse and she's gonna walk out, and Jocelyn says, oh no, not so fast, chick. Not so fast. And she goes, what could you and I possibly have to say to one another? And she goes, oh, I got a lot to say to you. First and foremost, I saw what you were doing, what you were trying to do. She goes, I don't know what you think you saw, But I was just thanking Spencer for coming to the parenting class with me. And she goes, oh, that's what you're calling it. You were just thanking Spencer. And she goes, you know what? I'm not even going to stand here and listen to you. So Esme's trying to leave, and Jocelyn gets in front of her, right? And she said, look, I'm protecting my friend. I'm looking out for my friend's best interest. And I'm going to tell you, after everything you took from me, oh no, you gonna listen, because I got a lot to say to you. And Esme's like, I don't know, what is it gonna take for you to know I'm not that person anymore? And Jocelyn looked at her and she says, oh, I know the exact kind of person you are. What what do you want me to do? And she goes, turn yourself in. And Esme looked at her like, look, I got it going on good with this amnesia gig. And I'm not hardly leaving my baby because you want me to turn myself in. It's been working against the judicial system this long. And everybody else, I'm able to walk into this hospital and anywhere else I want to go without answering for the attempted murder, the revenge porn, the setting the car on fire, the just everything, right? They got the answer for nothing. So Esme's like, look, you know what? I don't have to listen to this. And she's gonna walk away. And Jocelyn is, she's gonna really still give you a piece of her mind and this, that, and the other. And so Esme turned, she said something. Oh, Esme said, Jocelyn said something about her family, or, oh no, I'm gonna get justice, something she said. And so she goes, oh, did you learn all this from your mobster stepfather? And Jocelyn looked at her. And then Jocelyn came back with a dig. She goes, you know what? You're still manipulative. You're still spiteful. I see you. Which one of your psycho parents did you get that from? Ryan Chamberlain or Heather Weber? And Esme, because that's her Achilles heel. Oh my God, don't say Heather Weber. Don't say Heather Weber. Ryan, oh my God. Yeah, well, she knew about Ryan, but don't say Heather. Oh my God. And Dex had walked in just as she's saying it. And so she goes, how dare you say that to me? And Jocelyn said, oh, you didn't have a problem throwing the stepfather dig at me. Jocelyn's like, turnabout's fair play. Girl, let me tell you something. If you can dish it, you better be able to take it. Okay? Because I'm Jocelyn Jax. I fought Nell Benson, and guess who won? And the chick was older than me, right? I fought your crazy hook mama. And actually, I did pretty well against her. Better than, anybody, right? But my 4-inch heels jacked me up, chick. Pretty much almost broke my ankle. So then I couldn't get away. But I was going to take her down because I'm Jocelyn Jax. She didn't say all that. but Jocelyn did do all of that, right? Jocelyn she is a Carly Jr. She will throw down, okay? And she'll throw down on Esme. She's waiting for that. She's waiting. And that's a cat fight I want to see. I really want to see that one. Because my money, Esme is conniving. Esme will be the kind that has a poison needle that she's going to jab you with while she's fighting you, right? Jocelyn is ready to just go in on you, right? And just annihilate you, while Esme it's got some devious underhand and gonna blow some powder drugs in your face. And Esme is just a dirty fighter. Jocelyn is, for to be a rich kid, that girl's a street fighter. Don't know how, because she didn't grow up in those streets. But anyway, got all off the subject on that. So Dex comes in and Dex is like, Jocelyn, you okay? Yeah, I'm all right. Why? Because I've never really seen you, like go off like this. And I'm thinking, look, stay out the bed long enough. You'll find out exactly how Jocelyn is. Okay, because that's her. So Trina, soon as Spencer got up there to where Trina was, right? Oh, she was sitting on the couch talking to Portia. And she glanced and she heard the elevator door open, and it was Spencer. That girl jumped up so fast, ran around that couch. Spencer was kind of running to her, Trina, and he grabs her and he hugs her. And she Spencer. And Portia still kind of had her hand up because she was getting ready to touch Trina, on her side, on her like shoulder, arm, shoulder. Trina jumped up so fast to go to Spencer. Portia's hand was still in the air, like, huh? Him? Right? And Spencer's holding Trina's head against his chest, and he just looked at Portia like, this is my girl, right? So from that point on, Trina was with Spencer, and he was talking to her, and Portia was just kind of looking. And that's when Marshall and Stella show up, right? Marcia and Stella show up, and Stella is all broke. No. Before Marshall and Stella show up, they're taking Curtis out of the room, getting ready to take him to surgery. And Portia's, Curtis, baby, Curtis. As the gurney's moving him. You'll be okay, Curtis. You'll be okay. And Trina's standing there just crying, and Spencer's, next to Trina. And so they get Curtis onto the elevator, and then Trina cries some more on Spencer's shoulder. And they sit down, and he's talking about how tough she is, and Greenland, she did, whatever, meaningless conversation. And then that's when the elevator rings, and this time it's Stella and Marshall. And Stella's like, where is he? Where is he? She goes, they just took him to surgery just a little while ago, Stella. No, I needed to talk to him. I needed to talk to him before they take him into surgery. Why, Stella? Well, no, okay. You love him. You and Stella, okay. You raised the boy. You raised him and Tommy, okay. But she all broken up. I need to tell him. I'm thinking, whoa. Tell him what, Stella? What did you need to tell him? Because I'm going to tell you something. Miss, soon as you found out about Trina and Portia keeping a secret, you got the Bible in your hand, spouting reading scriptures because it's so wrong, and oh no, this can't happen to Curtis, and no, you got to tell the truth now. And Stella had better not, and I mean not, everybody, have a secret that she is Curtis's mother. She bet not. Because how in the, I almost said a bad word. I'm gonna say bad words on the recap. How you gonna be so judgmental? And then now you gonna come out? By the way, baby boy, I'm not your Aunt Stella. I'm your Mama Stella. See, before your daddy went away, he and I had a one-night stand. And your mother knew, my sister, and she decided to raise both of you. And we raised you both together. And then when she died, then when she got sick, I raised you. See, and then they're gonna rewrite history. Because see, remember, truth be told, Stella did not come into Tommy and Curtis's life. Their father was long gone. Their mother was raising them. Remember, she was in love with the guy that they brought on the on the show when Mike, Sonny's father, and the whole dementia thing. That man's wife was that he fell in love with her, right? That's the man Stella was in love with and was going to marry. Stella wasn't raising Tommy and Curtis at that time. But then her sister got sick. And then when her sister got sick, she broke off of the relationship because she had to go raise her nephews. That's how that story went. Now, okay, see, one of them nephews, was that her son? Oh, could be. But we shall see. And if in fact that's the case, there ain't nothing right about that. Not one thing right about that. And she had the nerve to be so judgmental when the secret came out that TJ was actually Sean's son. Oh, Aunt Stella, when she came to town, that woman ripped Jordan a new one. Actually, when the secret came out, because Stella always knew that was her great nephew, TJ. It really isn't. They're not related. See? And Jordan was on in the doghouse for a long time, right? So Stella better not have a secret like that. Nope, I ain't having it. So anyway, they said, think positive. And then next, Stella pulls herself together and is talking to Trina. No, think positive thoughts, honey. That's what we gonna give them. Got to have positive thoughts, right? So now we have Jocelyn finally let go of Esme. Esme, walked out, stomped out. She immediately goes down to the floor that Trina is on. Trina, I heard about Spencer and I. Spencer and I were in a parenting class, and we heard about your father. And Spencer and I were so concerned, right? Concerned about you. I want you to know. And Trina's just looking at her. And Spencer looks at her. He goes, Esme, what are you still doing here? You were so worried about Ace being left with the nanny, and you're still here? I'm going home right now. But I called the babysitter and she said he's fine, but I'm going right. He goes, well, you better get home then. And she goes, is there anything you want me to tell your little brother? And he goes, tell him I love him and I'll be there. I'll be there later. Okay. And then she goes to walk out the door and she turns and she looks, and I said, no, she got some of the memories back, right? Definitely some of the memories back. And or seeing him shirtless just shook her world, right? Shook her world or whatever. But bottom line, when Trina kept coming up, because she intentionally said Spencer and I. See, this is how you handle somebody like Esme. Spencer and I were in training class. I said, you know what? Stop. Hey, stop right there. First of all, you and I, we're not friends at all. By the simple fact that our family's in crisis and you of all people came down here. And then I caught your Spencer and I, because you said it twice now. I caught what you mean. See, that shows your concern. That shows what you're really trying to do. So, to be clear, Esme, save it. Save your fake phony concern. Because she goes, when I put little Ace down for his bed, his night, sleep tonight, we'll say a prayer for your father. Keep that one too, right? Because I don't know who you praying to. No. No, but either way, bottom line, you have to call her out because she wasn't being sincere at all. She was trying to sow seeds of doubt, insecurity into Trina's mind under the guise of Spencer and I, like we're a couple, right? We're concerned about you. Look, I know how concerned my boyfriend is about me, chick. I'm right here with him. So I don't need you to tell me that. But anyway, Trina is just Trina. She didn't even, say anything. She's just looking, getting her little feelings hurt because Trina gets her feelings hurt. Like, look, he sure was in class with her. Come on, Trina. Get a little Jocelyn backbone in you, girl. Get some Jocelyn backbone in you. So anyway, that's pretty, what happened today. Nothing else to scream and shout about. They had way more conversation with Sunny and Anna. Part of me, I'm thinking, you know what? Now, I know the writers went on strike May 2nd. Soaps are usually 2 months in advance. We should be running out of material, everybody. Oh my God. And the writers are supposed to be, Screen Actors Guild are supposed to be going on strike on Thursday. What we gonna do? I'm telling you, in 2020, in the summer, when all the soaps ran out of material, I didn't know what to do with myself. There was no daily soap opera, anything. Oh my God. So now with the writers still on strike, what's going to happen? Isn't that something? So anyway, goodness, look, daily recap lady, I guess I'm going to have to start, really talking about making up some stuff. Or I think what we'll do, see, that's a good idea. Look, that's a good idea. I've been getting suggestions about topics. So what I'm going to do, everybody, I'm writing down the different topics. I'm keeping them in my journal. What we're going to do is we'll just do comment corner and just talk about the soaps, past, presents. Let's make up some stories. What do we want to see? Oh, we're going to do a lot. So I'll keep us busy. I'll keep us busy and entertained, and we'll put the word out, and then maybe some soap opera folks that are bored, they're bored because they soap ain't on, they'll come join us, join the party. That's a good idea. That's exactly what I'm going to do. So anyway, I'm going to just end with Anna and Sunny. She goes, Sunny, Anna talking to Sunny. Is there something you want to tell me about? Somebody's after you. And he goes, you know how we are, Anna. We got this unwritten rule. And she said, what unwritten rule? Don't ask, don't tell. And she goes, oh, that rule. Okay. Well, I know Valentine's involved in something, so I don't know. I'm not too comfortable with it. But I guess I'm gonna say be safe, Sonny, right? I guess I'm gonna have to say that. And he goes, same to you, Anna, because he wanted to protect her. He wanted to put some people on her, right? She turned him down because she's super spy. She don't need him. So she thinks. And so she goes, see you around, Sonny. And he goes, you too, Anna. And I'm thinking, just kind of, she wasn't mad at him, but she knows something's up. And I'm thinking, okay, here we go for Chief Devane, Commissioner Devane round 2, because she was always trying to take Sonny down. And it never worked. Never worked. So anyway, everybody, that was it. Let's go to comment corner. Monique says, I remember that storyline. Alexis was wailing on Sam about not willing to risk your life and the baby's life to save my daughter. Well, here's the thing though, the baby was already dead. So or was the baby dead? I think Sam was still pregnant, but there was a problem with the baby and they were going to do an emergency. See, I don't quite remember every detail, but I do remember Sam was in the chapel when Alexis was just on her on, and I kind of think Sam was still pregnant. And then that's when she kind of killed over, um, and they emergency delivered Christina or whatever, delivered her. I mean, not Christina, her baby, Lila. And she was hating Alexis. It was just a big hot mess. But anyway, she ended up donating. And then Monique says, Trina and Joss's friendship is one-sided to me. Joss expects people to be honest with her, but won't do the same for her friend. Georgia says, you are so entertaining. You are a born actress. You know what? I like having fun. I do. But if you probably put me on a set where I was supposed to remember my lines and cameras on and they say action, I'd be like, it's easy for me here because I'm just ad-libbing. I'm just now my daughter was a little preteen actress. My daughter started acting at age 10 and she actually stopped acting when she went to college. So 10 to age about 18. So I was on the stage a lot because she was very, very busy. Anyway, let's see. Michael says, another accident at the Metropole. I know that pool is deadly this year. This shooting seemed to bring the Ashford family closer together. It looks as if Curtis may be paralyzed. I'm seeing that too. Sabrina fans are in for a rough ride. Who was the intended target, Sonny or Anna? It's looking more like Anna. Great recap. And LaShuns says, I don't think Curtis Ashford is going to die. He is going to be okay. Absolutely not. He's not going to die, but he's going to be paralyzed. And there, we're going to have that drama. And Sabrina says, hi, Daily Recap lady. Great review. Was the lady who taught the class the same as the one who talked to Willow about Nina? No, that wasn't the same person. This lady that taught the class had long hair. The other nurse is older and had shorter hair. Recap lady, you forgot Trina and Josh's conversation where Josh told Trina about sleeping with Dex before she broke up with Cam. The writers had Trina act like she did not have a problem with it. Josh was also telling Trina what her man's problem was, or what Spencer's problem was with Dex. And the writers had Trina agree. Well, because that is why Dex is Spencer's just deciding because of Cameron, he wants to put a hurting on. But Spencer has a chip on his shoulder anyway. Just my opinion. Let's see. And you know why I didn't talk about that conversation with Josh and Trina? I fast forwarded it, everybody. Boring to me, right? And Sabrina says, yes, Esme, it's only getting worse. I hope she doesn't hurt Trina trying to get to Spencer because she wants him badly. Life-saving challenges says, I enjoy your humor. Thank you. And Lucy says, if Curtis needs a blood donor, the truth might come out about Aunt Stella, that she's his brother. I'm telling you, like I said, Stella better not be his birth mother. Better not. So anyway, P. Merle says, can you not pretend that Esme is a good person? Oh, I know you ain't talking about me. Because I don't pretend Esme is a good person. I think you're talking about everybody else. She's still a manipulative witch. Memory or no memory, Josh can see through Esme. Stop being in denial. You talking to me? Because I'm not in denial about Esme. I think she has her memory, period. Let's see, in denial. Who keeps hiring these amateur assassins? I know there's a serious conspiracy going on somewhere. Ron says Joss will one day open her mouth and end up on the floor. She took things the wrong way when Esme and Spencer were talking. No, she did not. She knew exactly what that's about. Ain't no wrong way. And Josh might end up on the floor, but that girl's gonna get up and then put you down. Okay. I'm telling you, Esme's gonna have to fight dirty to win against Jocelyn. Dirty. And Sabrina says, I don't think she did. Esme was rubbing on Spencer and all up on him. I'm not a fan of Josh, but she knew what Esme was up to and called her out on it. Esme is starting to have feelings for Spencer. Just my opinion. Nope, that's the truth, Sabrina. See, here's the deal. Did you see her? Spencer's on the desk. Esme was pretty much almost all but in between his legs trying to talk to him, all up in front of his face. It's like, come on, girl. You don't have to get in that close proximity to somebody to talk to him. And then that's when she, no, that's how you start it. That's how you start conditioning somebody to your touch. You just do it and watch. We're going to start to see her more and more touching Spencer. That's how you do it. She knew exactly what to do to get that boy when he was a boy, teenage, boy. She knows now. Because we still don't know truly how old Esme is. For sure, she's older than Spencer. I honestly believe that. She's older than all of them. So anyway, but that's Comment Corner. That's it for Comment Corner. I will be back tomorrow for another daily recap of General Hospital.